But the UFC made it clear that the Brazilians were doing a form of ground fighting that was beyond and more sophisticated than what we were seeing in Japan or anywhere else in the world.
Nobody knew half the shit they were doing.
No, Sambo had it down. Sambo had some good shit. And judo, yes, judo. Most, if not all, Brazilian jiu-jitsu moves, have been done in judo, and they came from judo. We know that. The Japanese know that, but a lot of American judo guys don't. They can't seem to grasp that because they're like, the Gracie's ripped off Nuwaza. It's all about Nuwaza. We used to, there was a sect of judo where they did focus on the ground, and that's all true. But the major difference is the Brazilians, they wanted to do a style where there wasn't a time limit on the ground. In judo, you could only fight on the ground for, 30 seconds. It's limited. It's not that much time. So when you don't have that much time, there's a lot of shit you don't need to waste your time drilling because you're only going to be down there for 30 seconds. You need to focus on the moves that work in 30 seconds, and that's it. You don't have time to set shit up and be patient and relax. You can't clinch and catch your breath. You got to go into it. So what the Brazilians did is just allowed the fight to unfold on the ground and not have any stand-ups and just let them fight on the ground. And when that happens, there's so much more you can do when there's no time limit on the ground. Not like no time limit. They're not going to, without stand-ups where you could just, most of the matches takes place on the ground. The game just evolves so quickly and so rapidly, and that you can't compare. Like Japanese guys come down to Brazil and they've been doing judo their whole life, and they get smoked by Brazilians. That always happens in the World Championships. The Brazilians are just on the ground all day, and the guys that do judo, they're on the ground a little bit. They're never going to be able to compete in a sport where there's no stand-ups. So to say that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is just judo, you got to think about it. You got to really break it down because it's ridiculous.